don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. World is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ryan Succop, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be starting just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Wait, set, 53! Check, Mike, 54! Mike, 54! You can't name?
On first down, Brady. And his first look is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing again. Brady. Oh,
you a bitch, dude. You want to blitz me? Do it again. I double dare you to. Do it again.
Give the sack to Lawrence
do that
Taylor.
again. I double dare you to. Do that again. I double dare you to.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. Takes this one back.
How does he know I'm throwing? How does he know I'm passing? How does he know?
The Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Faggot.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
You don't start a game like that.
All
you just get lucky like that. Get lucky.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Because you know you do one defense the whole game.
Following that pick 6.
One defense the whole game. One defense the whole fucking game. Fucking faggot. Faggot ass nigga.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
One defense the whole game, bitch. Just get lucky, bitch. Keep getting lucky.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Check back.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6.
He
goes down.
Block that guy, man.
On the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Block that fucking guy, man.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Faggot ass nigga, man.
Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass.
Lucky,
now they're just a play away from getting the football right back.
You got a higher overall. That's about it.
Hold up.
You ain't good, kid. You got a lucky interception off me. Got a lucky interception. Lucky shit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
One defense the whole game.
Brady not coming
one
to the
defense he's in the one game. One game. One defense he's in.
They do go for it. It's Brady.
Fuck you.
Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost...
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Straight fuck you. That's all I gotta say is, fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking blitzing, bitch. Niggas can't play the game how it is. They got blitz me constantly. Man. One defense, this guy in one defense the whole game. Didn't get a single win because this guy want to be assholes and blitz me everywhere. Straight trash. Blitz me everywhere. Get lucky, that's it. Get lucky, boy. Stop my tight end. And he gets a lucky interception, goes right back for a cheat, and he sacks me. Really? Because Brady don't want to throw the fucking football. Brady don't want to throw the fucking football. Brady don't want to throw. Brady don't want to do this. Brady don't want to do that. What the fuck? Why do I even have Brady if you're not going to throw the football? Oh. Lucky, Joe.
I wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well.
I got 25 points. My efforts. Just got one of
Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for.
Who this guy?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And now,
niggas trash.
S-T-R-O.
I bet you I lost the game.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
See who this guy is.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Short boot, taking it to 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. first carry now. This is Hill. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Tommy Bohanna. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Petty now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Right set, fly, 20.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Throwing now is Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, it's Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. This is Hill on the draw play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They'll run with a fullback, Bohanna. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Here's Petty. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. To throw is Brady, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the Patriots' 41-yard line.
Wait, 10, 53! 51! We ain't giving up nothing to no,
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Brady now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening.
This nigga play on, really? Come on, man. Okay. Look at your ass whooping.
Quarter. It's 1st and 10. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's wait 10. Wait 20. Mike 51. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Back it.
Brady now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Bears push further out in front. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Again, it's Brady. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
43-yard line.
Wait, that. 57. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Cover.
On play action. Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down now. It's Hill, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, that. Fly, 20. 50 seconds to mine. I got it. Go Bandit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as his guys continue to pour it on. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. From the gun, Brady. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Patty, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Bryan Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And Sanders now to return. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Brady hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the couch.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. From the gun, Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for New England. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wait, set, 53! 43! Check, 43! Alert!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Chicago! DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Brady.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by over there as his guys will get the football back.
Brady?
Here's a run with a fullback, Tommy Bohannon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
60 Pittsburgh.
At the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hill. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Hill again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for New England. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Brady. Escaping the pressure. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
What's up, Brady?
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Brady's throw there complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the book...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Will Tye A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Brady. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They run the draw here. This is the fullback, Bohannon. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Off the draw, here's Hill. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10.
What's wrong with DK Metcalf?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got more time, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf, 50 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Come on, man.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, check it.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown, Chicago! DK Metcalf, 34 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
72. Patriots, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a short kick taken right around the net. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Nick Bosa in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw right sideline here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for New England. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this moment. No, okay.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Petty now, and he's going to go down again. Harold Landry, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He'll take this deep in his own territory. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Patty, T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Patty under pressure again, and down he goes again. Harold Landry getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5.
Don't quit.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for New England. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line.
Look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady with 6 touchdowns. What?
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do,
oh, I got 20,000.
See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the